Ooh, Circuit Maximus. Do I actually remember what this game is? Oh, well, of course I do. I wouldn't admit to not knowing it.
Go!
No, but seriously, if I don't know it by name, by the time they show the introductory cutscene, I'm like, oh, it's... I like how all three of the computers are getting hit at the exact same time. It's beautiful. And I used to be so good at this one. I could get most of it without... I could get through the whole thing with, like, maybe getting hit once or twice. You can see here, the real strategy is just... walk into a room, immediately get shocked, use your invincibility to make it through that room, then make it into that room, your invincibility runs out, get shocked, rinse and repeat. Alright, well I'm gonna stay in 4th place until I get a star, so let's get that star. What are you doing, Wario? There aren't any traps in front of you. Yeah, in this game, capsules from 5 are now orbs. Okay, I guess there was a trap, I just wasn't paying that much attention. So you have items that you use on yourself, you have yellow orbs which you place on a space and they trigger only when someone lands on them. And you also have the red orbs which are traps which trigger when someone passes by, so it's nice having a good amount of item variety. I believe an 8 is good enough for me to get that star. Yes, it is. No way, Pipe. Alright, give me that star and shoot me up into 2nd or 1st. Wait, how much did he charge me? Did he only charge me 10 coins? I'm so, like, half there right now, I don't know what my problem is. I am recording this late at night, but I normally stay up pretty late anyway, so that's an irrelevant fact. So I shot up from 4th to 1st. Enough coins to screw the rules. That's always nice to be able to screw the rules. Every single computer is in the same area of the map right now, almost. Except for Peach, who stupidly did that, I guess. It's about to be nighttime, so we're about to start heading the other way and running away from Bowser. Now, it is possible for DK to run into you and hand you a star, but you have to be able to pay for it, that's the catch. Yeah, I read that text box that was there for like less than half a second. It is 20 coins, I'm just slowly going mad, I guess. Hooray for more coin collecting minigames. I must boost my standings in the minigame star. Well, since I have to share my winnings with these two bozos, it's only really gonna if Peach ends up being the leader. By leader, I mean in 2nd place, because I'm gonna win. So this is probably the most fun water slide ever because it has death traps and money. And oh my goodness, we only got 9 coins to Peach's 10. Yeah, traction there was really bizarre. It's really difficult to describe. Well, that was almost a pointless minigame. So, are we actually going to have a nighttime this time? Or is someone going to land on that space that makes it skip straight to daytime again? Which is helpful for those of us that want to get stars, I must say, but... this is where the real evening of the playing field is. And I think in this particular board, more so than some other ones, it's more about avoiding Bowser and not getting stars stolen than it is about actually getting them stars. I'm behind Bowser, so I'm wanting low rolls exactly like that one, and oh crap! We've gone through 2 whole recorded rounds of Mario Party without chance time, but this game just so happens to have a dedicated chance time space, so I'm just gonna close my eyes and hope that I'm not involved in this. Keeping my eyes closed. Who else is involved in this? Oh crap, I'm involved in this. Yeah, I took a peek. get a star! Woohoo! Yeah, I got the star! And I have no idea what that trap in front of me it is, but hey, she gave me a star, so I'll run into her trap for her. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see, what could it possibly be? There's the Twister, which sends you to a random space. There's Warp Pipe, which sends you back to where you started. There's Womp, which stops you right in your tracks, which would probably be the best one for me. There is... It's Zapped. Well, apparently Bowser did not get any bonus for rolling double sixes. Too bad he didn't roll 3 dice blocks, so he could roll triple sixes. Well, now I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ahead by a lot, and Bowser is clear on the opposite side of the board from me. I don't think he's going to catch up to me in 2 rounds. And he already used his I'ma shoot fire breath and roll an extra dice block technique, which he's only allowed to use once per night. Light breeze? Yeah, now you get to just watch me sit and think if I remember what the minigames are. And then when they load up, I'm like, oh yeah, that one.
Go!
Flap. Flap like your life depends on it, and flap like you totally suck. Yeah, you just alternate L and R, and I keep... Yeah, I'm like doing it, and then I'm doing it some more, and I'm fast, and then all of a sudden I'm like, let's go faster. And then the game's like, hey, you're pressing them at the same time. And then they're like, oh, I'm gonna slow you down now. And that's just the way that the fan rotates. I'd say cookie crumbles, but that doesn't really apply in the situation. There were no cookies to be seen. Wario is almost dominant on the board right now. I think he's got at least 4 or 5 spaces with his face on it. Oh, goody, it's time for a duel. I love duels. And I love games that have a dedicated duel space. Of course we're doing medium to low stakes dueling, because he's only coughing up 40 coins, the cheapskate. Alright. If I lose this, it's gonna suck, but it's probably just gonna be reverse karma for the extreme luck I got when I landed on that happening space. Oh goody, we get to be boo herders. Remember when you were herding goats in Twilight Princess? If you don't, I won't be that surprised, since it was kind of a nothing minigame that you only do like twice throughout the whole game, both at the beginning of it. Yeah, very similar concept, except we're doing it with ghosts. And I am winning by a lot.
Finish!
Give me your money! There is no coin star this time, just an star to replace it. So Wario is probably leading that, but at least I have lots o cash, so that if I ever do make it to Donkey Kong again, we have to worry about not affording him, like Wario now has to. Alright, Peach, what trap did you lay out in front of me? Oh. This is actually kind of bad, because I don't know where Peach is. Okay, well, this is not bad. I get to go shopping, at least. We're all really far away. I got money to spare. Let's buy something that'll help me get another star. In the next game, 7, there is a shopping star, so there's a kind of an incentive to drop tons of cash on those orb huts. You know, especially since there's no coin star, so hoarding money doesn't really do anything for you. Kind of a weird thing, because like, if you know that the shopping star is going to come up, which you never do because it's random, but let's say that you somehow did, then that would kind of give first place an advantage, because they would be having to spend more money every time they went to the orb store. But then again, you gotta have money to spend money, so... But you gotta spend money to make money. But you gotta spend money to get stars, and I'm done making this analogy. So you know how you have your blue background, and your red background, and your green background based on what space you land on? This game has pink backgrounds, which I find amusing. If only just because pink is an amusing color. Seeing is not a bad thing. I really like pink. Well, not maybe really is a strong word. I'm wearing a pink t-shirt right now. Oh goody, a tapping duel in a 2v2 game. And I've already sucked eggs in a couple of different button tapping related minigames. See if I do any better this time. So press A, press B, and then you press B. See where I'm going with this? You just keep changing up the buttons essentially. If you press the wrong button, all of a sudden your throttle turns into a brake. So that's kind of the catch. Man, and I thought we were doing pretty good, but apparently we weren't. So yeah. Whatever. This is me not caring about this minigame, even though I do care. You do care. I apologize for having almost nothing to talk about. I really thought I would have a lot more to talk about, because this is a really solid Mario Party. Back when I was growing up, you know, I was poor because I was a kid, obviously. So I didn't really get to play the Mario Parties as they came out. So this was the first one that I played since like 4, I think. Well, I had played 5, and this was the first one I owned since 5. Came in knowing absolutely nothing about it, and totally loved it when it came out from top to bottom. It unfortunately came out, or by came out I mean it arrived at my doorstep because I ordered it on the internet. It arrived on my doorstep during a time that I was in my high school's marching band's band camp. So that meant I had to go do all kinds of crazy crap until 9 p.m. and then I could come home and play Mario Party. Look at that drop off in golden shroom prices, as I have. You already just saw me have possibly one of the worst ever rolls for that thing. Alright, well this will put me right in front of DK, so I'm gonna see if I can, like, him run into me, or... Well, he's not gonna do that this round, so he'll, like, advance, I'll use a triple shroom, whatever, catch up to him. Except for the fact that Daisy will get to him first and change his position. Should have seen that coming.